if I piss on this seat, let's not leave it nasty for the next person. Like, can't we just take a page
Yeah.
out of the Japanese book? They're very clean with their
True.
public toilets, bro. They're all
Bro,
about
they're very
respect
clean
this
in
shit.
general, to be fair.
Yeah, except for their fucking porn. Holy shit.
やめてください。
What's up, niggas and noobs? Thanks for spawning into the Geek My Interest podcast, where the opinions are stronger than a god-scalping Spartan, deadlier than back triangle square. It's ready player fun time. This week is all about video games. So we're going to be talking about GTA, childhood memories, Crimson Desert. It's me, Mess Boss. Here with me until our yucky public divorce, my princess in the castle, Q. Say hello, Q.
What's going on? This is my episode.
Video games, dude. You're all about this, huh?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, dude. Listen. You know, we've kind of had this pre-frame where I've never been a huge gamer, but kind of diving back into this as you kind of made me, I was like, yo, maybe I was more of a gamer than I thought I was. This week has been pretty light when it comes to video games for me, at least. I did pick up back Crimson Desert for one night, so I had one night to spare with all the kind of commotion that was going on. And I was like, let me go on YouTube, let me see what's popping for this. And I saw that you can get these like wyverns that look like dragons and shit. I was like, that was my quest, so that was secured. How
Dude, I'm
about
not
you?
gonna lie. I've been seeing a lot of updates for Crimson Desert.
Yeah, don't they all look dope?
Like,
And new
they do, but like,
equipment
did you
and new
play long
pets.
enough to see any of the new stuff?
Well, I stopped because I got busy and like, genuinely as busy. And it's one of those things I keep thinking that I was like, I gotta keep playing this. I gotta go back into it. And when I did play it that night, I remember why I love this game. I guess we'll talk about this a little bit later on, but it still held my attention. I'm one of these people that will go on YouTube, find where shit is, and then go on that mission. And like, and you know me, I walk. I don't even ride on the mounts, just just to see what I can kill on the way.
Which is crazy. Which is
I love it.
crazy.
Well, listen, I don't go for all these expeditions because most of the time it's to get weapons or gear. I'm going for a weapon. I want to use it. So that's why I'll walk. I'm like, anybody who wants to run up will get done up. And that's just it. And I don't think
I
I'm bad for that.
guess.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna ride past them. There are times where there's too many of them, and I gotta be like, gotta go. I'm slashing my way the entire way there. So, yeah, that was my week. What about you? What's going on there?
Well, I'm traveling, but before I started traveling, a game that I really got into was Diablo.
Yes, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, I'm
you're trying
excited
to
to
get
get
me
back
on
to
the
play that
Diablo.
again. Because it's a good game, man. It's a good
Yeah,
game. Like,
yeah. I've seen only good things.
yeah, the thing is, listen, made by Blizzard, and you know me, I'm a big World of Warcraft person.
Yeah.
So, and again, I don't have my computer with me here in Canada. So, next best thing, I was like, let me try Diablo because I've never played it, and I was really enjoying it. It's not really World of Warcraft, but I can kind of see resemblances in it, which I
Okay,
kind
so
of enjoy.
like, there's little like sprinkles of you can tell Blizzard put their little stank on it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, for sure, yeah. There's like dungeons, like do you group up for dungeons, things like that. There's armor levels. Like it's like a World of Warcraft, but I'm not gonna compare it to World of Warcraft.
And you can play that online as well, like with like strangers and shit.
It's only online.
Oh,
So
what do you mean?
you will
There's no like
so
quest you can play?
like there's quests, like you do quests, but what I'm saying is like you will see people in the world just there, like other people.
Okay. So it's not like a storyline that you have to follow and then can do something multiplayer. It's completely just like you're in the world and there's other motherfuckers just around.
Well, no, there's a storyline that you can follow. And
Okay.
as you're following the storyline, if like you won't see players, like, how do I say this? You'll still see players in the world while doing your storyline quests.
Okay, but can you fuck with them and can they fuck with you?
So from what I know in Diablo, you can't. In World of
Okay.
Warcraft, you could.
Oh, okay.
Like there
Well,
was
I know
people like
there was
there's
hunting
people that were
prices.
like, yeah, dude, they were max level, just like waiting for people that are just starting to play the game, like in
That's how
spot areas,
awful,
just
but how
killing
fun
them.
is that too? Like,
Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun.
You know, it's like you can't do
I
it in
love
real
it.
life, so we're gonna do it in games. Okay,
Yep. I used to do that shit all the time too. But no,
I can see that.
that was it. You know what though? I did see something funny. It's like literally right before we hopped on to shoot this podcast.
Okay,
I seen something online, a question, and I need to ask you this. And I'm gonna bring down the years a bit because I think 30 years is a lot. But
okay.
the question that I seen is, would you rather spend 30 years in jail or stay in jail until your mom beats Elden Ring?
Sorry, spend 30 years in jail
Mm-hmm.
or spend the time in jail until my mom beats Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Because at first I was like, but that seems both seem like a really long time. Um, so you can either pick a max 30 or then
Mm-hmm.
or you can roll the dice and gamble on your mom beating Elden Ring.
Yeah, eventually.
See, if my mom were under the age of, I'm going to say 60, I would bet on my mom.
Really?
Because here's the thing, I'm going to talk about your mom, who you know I adore. So I don't think is going to be a bad thing. But I don't think there's anything your mom would not do to get you out of prison. So if she had to study and learn and take lessons from fucking 14-year-olds to learn how to
Yeah,
murk niggas
true.
in this game, your mom's doing that. And it's definitely going to take her less than 30 years to figure it the fuck out.
You
You
know
know what I'm
what?
saying?
It's funny because I thought about that and I was like, dude, I'm getting out in like 2 years. Like my mom will master that shit like that.
Yeah. Dude, so I'm just saying, like, and I feel like what mom, well, I mean, I'm sure there's shit moms out there, but like, what mom wouldn't do that? But I feel like after 60, and again, I'm just being like, I'm not a neuroscientist here. I can't speak on the brain, but I feel like after 60, then it becomes more of a gamble. But I feel
Yeah,
like,
dude.
under that, I feel like they're cognizant enough to be like, no, my baby's getting the fuck up out of there.
Yeah,
So,
she's quitting her job, everything.
yeah, you might be broke when you come out, but you out, know, and you
True.
definitely can't go to jail, brother. Woo-wee. So,
Nah, I'd be
no,
bored.
bored.
Dude, oh my
No,
God.
dude, you're dragging too much cake to be going into a prison, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I worry about you every day, bro.
I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
Oh man, I would take up prayers again,
Oh.
just in case, because you are the light to them. They could be fighting to see who gets there
Listen,
first.
listen, I also don't think that I would last more than 2 weeks in jail without going insane. Because I'd be so bored.
No, there's shit to do in jail. There's
No,
shit to do in
bro.
jail. Nah, dude, there is. Listen, and I mean, if you're like, I don't get it. I guess we're supposed to be talking about video games, talking about jail, but here you go. I'll say this, but if you are in jail and you're not in solitary, there's things you can do. You know what I mean? For you
To stay
especially.
occupied though? Come
Yeah, and
on.
I mean, listen, I don't want to say unfortunately, but like you will make friends in jail. You know, you
Yeah,
will
I
be a
mean,
person. Yeah, you'll
you
have your
kind of have
friends.
to.
Well, yeah, so you're gonna chill with like homies. I mean, I don't want to say jail is freeing because it's very confining, but it's also where it's like, okay, you know what your day's like. You don't have to worry about necessarily like, especially in like a Canadian jail. You don't have to worry about murder too much. You're just kind of just chilling with these motherfuckers. You don't have to worry about paying bills, and then you just like get your chow and they feed you well and watch a movie that you've definitely never seen before. So it's all entertainment to you. It's not like, oh my god, like this again. Like you've
I'd
never
I'd
seen
I'd
them.
come out. I'd come out and be like, "Have you seen the Terminator before?"
With such wonder, it's like, bro, the T-1000 was crazy. Yeah, dude. I would hate for you to be in prison, but like, if that was the outcome where you were just like an encyclopedia of movies from, I'm going to say the mid 90s to the late 2000s, I'd be super happy about it because I feel like you'd get a good catch up. Well, it depends how long you were gone. So I definitely think you're not going to spend too much time in there betting on your moms.
Yeah, that's how that started. I forgot.
Circle it back there. So what are your thoughts then? If we're going right into video games, what are your thoughts on the state of gaming right now?
Dude, okay. I don't know if it's just because we're getting old, but I remember
Okay,
when I was younger,
speak
I
for
could
yourself,
sit
bitch.
there and play a video game for hours and hours and hours nonstop and not be bored.
Oh, okay.
Now, now
No,
it's just like I pick up a game, I play for like 2, 3 days, and I'm just like, this sucks. I don't know if nothing's really keeping me like, you know what I mean, like involved or engaged a lot anymore, but I don't know, dude. I think the state of video games really sucks right now.
okay. I see. I have a almost like a different take on it. I'm coming from a point where I started getting back into gaming. So when I was younger, I used to game a lot. We're like, relatively. And other than that, it was mostly like a Star Trek game on my phone. But then when I got the PS5, I used the PS5. So it's one of those things where everything I was playing, I was thoroughly enjoying. One of the things I am notoriously bad for, though, is finishing a game, especially if it's a game where there's a lot to do. I will go on a side quest and fuck the main quest longer than I probably should. So I'm shitty at fucking ending them,
I've
but
seen you do that with Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert, Baldur's Gate. It's just like I like the starting of a game. I like the getting into it and going on these little side missions and doing like seeing what you can do in a game besides the main quest. Even if it's something as lame as like I'm gonna cut down this fucking tree. I just like to see that kind of stuff. I did that with Zelda too. Yeah, I'm really shitty at that. But I will play these games for hours, especially when I set up that little side TV. Dude, I'll be locked in for a whole day. So,
See, whereas, but like, yeah, but is it multiple days at a time? Because I'll be locked in for a day or two, and then I'm just like, ugh, time for something new.
you know what though? I think for me, my problem will always be is that I will always take a show over a game. So if I have new shows going on, that will be the thing that takes my priority over a game. So if that's going on, I will put the games on back burners. And especially now, like I'm just crazy busy. So if I have to choose between the two, I'm choosing my shows. But
Yeah, that's true.
but
You've
there
always
are
been more of a show person than a game person.
yeah, because I've always been, and this is what I love about games now is that there's clear narratives. There's things where you're like, yo, this would like it's almost like a movie or a show on its own. But this is why originally I always liked TV shows and stuff because like you're witnessing a whole different reality in a way where it's like the acting, you get used to certain actors, which I guess in games you do too, but it's just more of a fluid narrative than what games used to give you. So it's easier to just zone out and also too, I don't have to do anything. There are people who are
Yeah.
active relaxers and people who just want to be like, I just want to chill and vibe out. So I guess it depends on what high you have right now. So some
See,
people just
I
want to be
think
doing
for
stuff.
me, see, I think for me right now with video games is just like I was always like a person that played more competitive video games. So
Okay.
there's teams, there's a winner and there's a loser.
You're
League of
so like that.
Legends, like CS:GO, like those are the games that I played. I never really was into single
Dude,
player games because
I'm
I found them
sorry, but you
so
make
boring.
Jeopardy competitive.
Yeah.
You're chirping people on mic playing Jeopardy, and I love it. So you might even if it's not a competitive game, you make it a competitive game. Playing what was the one we
Yes.
played together?
Jeopardy.
Split Fiction. No, Split
Oh
Fiction.
yeah.
There was moments where I was like, "This is not a race," and you're like, "The fuck it is." So
Yeah,
I
it
can see how
is.
you are into like really competitive type games.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I guess the problem is right now is a lot of the games that have come out are very story-based driven
Yeah,
games
yeah.
and nothing realistically new for competitive came out. Like
Yeah,
I
see,
think
I'm
the
the opposite.
newest game was honestly Fortnite, and that was years ago.
I was actually good at Fortnite.
No, you weren't.
You never played with me, bitch. I swear. Don't make me call
Nah,
a receipt.
bro,
No, I
call
was
your
good.
receipts. There's no
Dude,
way.
I'm telling you, I was good. All right, go on, but I was good. Anyways,
Yeah, but that's it. Like, I just think we need a new, fun, competitive games. Like, for example, we seen the Sony State of Play, and those games looked fun. But again, it's like none of them
how
are
long is
competitive
it? Yeah.
games. They're all story games. It's gonna be the same thing where I'm gonna buy them, play them for a day or two, and get bored.
Uh-huh. And listen, for 70 or 80 bucks, it's kind of a shit
Yeah,
habit.
it is exactly.
But I mean, I don't
Exactly.
know. And do you find you never circle back to them? Like, again, you haven't played Crimson Desert in a minute. Well, first of all, just putting this out there, we are definitely finishing Baldur's Gate. You know, like
Yes, no, for sure,
that
for
is
sure, for sure.
1000% happening unless one of us fucking die. We are finishing that game. But
Yeah.
do you feel you'll never touch like Crimson Desert again, even with all the cool shit you've seen come out?
Um, Dude, to be honest with you, probably not.
No, really?
Like, I'm just so over it. It's just like,
No.
it just doesn't like it was. Listen, the first few days that I played it, I thought it was the shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, for real. I remember it.
And then I was just like, dude, this one guy is just getting annoying. Like, he's always getting fucking lost. What's his name? Like Yan or something?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
He
dude,
sucks.
dude, that dude's always getting lost. And I'm just like, there's no like points to this game. Like I
I
told you, like when I
okay.
play a game, I want a clear winner and loser. There's no clear winner and loser in this game.
Okay, so just I guess if you can do this super quick, and don't ask me the same question back because I wouldn't know where to begin. But if you could design a game just off top, what would it be like? What would you want your competitive game to be exactly like, or maybe similar to?
So, okay, I think if I was to design a game, I'd want a bit of a I want like CS:GO and Valorant to have a baby. They're both shooting games. They're like 5v5 shooting games where there's attackers and defenders. But the thing is CS:GO just feels too old and too clunky, and Valorant is just too much going on.
What
Like
does
every
that mean?
second you look, like your screen is just fucking white or green with flashes, and you don't know what the fuck is going on.
Is this from
I
other
want like
players or just like the landscape, how it's
no
designed?
from other players because they have like abilities like flashes and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I think I want a shooter with just pure gun skill. And don't get me wrong, like smoke grenades are good. I think that's useful. I feel like you will need flashes eventually, but not crazy amounts like Valorant. That's
Okay.
what I think. That's my
Okay.
game.
All right. I mean, it sounds good. I would make it like like a space western. I don't know when you said it's like a shooter, I was like, yeah, I saw a character who's like a space
No,
cowboy.
fuck that. What is this? Red Dead Redemption?
Oh, but like he's not like in space, but it'd be cool. Like, 'cause you could still do futuristic shit, but it had like a old timey vibe. You
Yeah.
know, sexy robots and shit.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, a robot one would be fun.
Yeah, would like they'd be like cyborgs or something. I don't know. I think that'd be super cool. So like when is the last thing you were actually hyped about then? So is there anything that you're like expecting, or what was the last thing you were excited to play? I guess
Like,
Diablo? Or
I
did you
dude,
fall into that game?
honestly, I kind of just fell into that game like just randomly. I was on the PlayStation Store,
Mhm.
but I think
That's how they get you.
maybe, yeah, honestly, yeah,
They got me so many times, bro.
yeah. Oh my
I'm like, yep,
God,
spend.
yeah.
Especially when they're
Um,
like, ooh, accessories. $3, what a steal. And
which is
like, I
crazy.
know, and I'll buy them. Dude, I love a skin. And then I'm playing this game with this. I'm just like, but this is why I need to finish these games. But anyways, sorry. You were saying.
I I don't know. I personally think the thing that I'm the most excited for now
Mhm.
is definitely Grand Theft Auto.
I feel that's what
I
everybody's
think,
excited for.
yeah, but like that's a single player game I know I could play and I know I could finish.
Okay. But I feel like
I've just
I'm going to
always
fall
loved
into
the
the same.
series.
Okay. I was a little bit into the older series, but not so much, to be honest. So I'm kind of really going to dive into this one, but I hope it doesn't plague me with like side quest, side quest, side quest kind of situation. And because I mean, essentially, I can get better cars and better gear. That's all I'm going to be chasing. And of course, shooting
Yeah,
people. But I want to like
but
play
the
with people.
thing, see, the thing with the Grand Theft Auto series is it's not like Crimson Desert where you just find that shit in the wild. Like you literally just have to level up and buy it with money.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
fine.
mean?
Yeah.
Which is why like when you play single player, you're just gonna probably follow the main quest. Like
Yeah.
yeah, they have side quests, but I personally don't fucking do them. Fuck that. But when it comes to the online, that's where the real fun's at. You know what I mean? Like that's where you do heists with people, like racing, all that stuff. I don't know. I'm excited for that. But from what I've seen though, or at least I think I've read about it and it happened to the other Grand Theft Auto 5 as well, is online doesn't come out right away. It usually takes, I'm gonna say like 6 months for online to come out to a year. So they just released a single player version first.
Oh, sorry. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you can't tell. Oh, but now I get you. So for the first 6 months, you feel with Grand Theft Auto, it's just going to be a single player game, and then they release the online.
Yeah, that's what they did with Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, are they
So
going to
they're
do it
definitely
this
gonna do
one
the same thing
too?
with this.
Oh, I thought it was just going to be like here, like just
Yeah,
open
yeah,
the floodgates
100%.
and just let them. Everybody can do whatever the fuck they want.
No, definitely not.
Okay, why does that
Definitely
fuck the
not. No,
game?
that's gonna take some time.
Oh, is it just
I
a
honestly have no
logistics
idea
thing?
why they do that.
Oh, I didn't know if it's like
I
they
think
let people
so,
get
because
a
I honestly
certain
have
level
no,
first or something. I don't know how that works. It's
yeah,
kind of
absolutely
interesting, but
no like idea why they do that.
it's a little bit of a gamble, don't you think? Because again, if we literally just had like how long of a conversation about how you get bored of games quickly. So it's like, why would you wait 6 months to release what I assume for most people who aren't me is a huge part of the game is doing this shit with like, I don't know, strangers and shit.
I think maybe it's to stop like to keep people like me playing because I'm gonna play the single player. I'm gonna get bored eventually. I'm gonna stop playing the game, and then when online comes out, I'm gonna play it again.
Oh, so you think it will get the people who will inevitably get bored in the first whatever to then have to come back for something new?
Exactly. That's what I
Okay.
think.
Okay. Well, listen, that's better than what I thought because I was like, that just seems dumb. But you made sense. So I guess I'm here
Yeah.
for that. Because I mean, to be fair, I would go back on it if they're like, oh, like that. Look at Crimson Desert. I stopped playing it. I saw
Yeah.
now all the cool shit you could do. I was like, all right, I'm gonna circle back. So I guess that's fair. Okay. What about like indie games? Any indie games that going on right now that you're like worth playing, or you're kind of just
Listen,
again meh with them all?
I'm gonna I'm gonna put Arc Raiders into the category of indie games
Okay.
because it was by an indie company, not by a huge, massive company or anything.
Okay.
Um, that game was fun, and I played that for damn near close to a month.
Give me the
Like,
Cliffy notes about them. Get like what's the premise of Arc Raiders? Because I think they also had a
so
TV show. I didn't watch it though. Is there dinosaurs in that?
no, you're thinking about Arc.
Okay. Maybe I am. I'm just like, which one had dinosaurs?
Yeah, you're thinking about
Oh,
Arc.
all right. Well, I don't care about Arc Raiders anymore. No fucking dinosaurs in there. Call me when there's a
No,
T-Rex. No, tell me about it. I'm sorry.
Arc Raiders was like an extraction shooter. So you basically drop into a map,
Okay.
you loot as many things as you can loot. There's robots that you kill that have loot as well. And then you extract. So you leave the map. You basically go to this place, takes you out of the map, and then in your loading screen you kind of have all the items you've gathered. You build weapons to be stronger in these raids, and the fun part about it is you can kill people that are also in this map.
Like just random players.
Yeah, but the thing about killing them is if you kill someone in that map, everything they looted so far,
Is
like in
yours.
that specific game,
Oh,
you can
okay.
take, and they lose it, and it's
Hey, that's
great.
mine!
Oh, dude, I feel like that's a super competitive game. You are really about that one.
And it's not even so much as competitive, but it's funny because like you'll kill someone and they're not instantly that dead, they're downed. They can't shoot, they can't do anything. There's certain things you could do to pick them back up,
Okay.
but you can use mics in these games. So so you just know the rage is crazy.
Dude, let the racism flow. I'm sure it gets crazy the things that people could say on these open mics, but
Oh, but it is nuts. I don't know. I was really enjoying that game. I kind of just stopped playing it because I just felt like there was no end goal to it.
okay, but so
Like,
even if there wasn't an end goal, like the shit you were doing just wasn't fun anymore.
yeah, again, it just got repetitive. You
Did
drop into
you
the same
did you
map.
grow game conscious? You're like all this violence.
Now it's just like this is boring now. Like, I did everything I did. I made little kids rage, and that's it.
Made little kids listen, I don't even know. Like I don't game like that. But getting cussed out by an adult is one thing, but having these little kids cuss you out must be insane.
Yeah, you're black ass. You're black ass, bitch. I'm a what? You probably are. You probably are. You're black ass. That's what I said. So deal with it, nigga.
What? No way. That's nuts. Um, what would you say then is the game that made you a gamer?
Ooh. Dude, okay, I mean, my very first game was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Okay.
Sorry, it's just like, like it. When you say your first game, we just think of like a kid getting into gaming. It's like, here's your Mario or your fucking Zelda or Pokemon. It's like, no, motherfucker, you're like Call of Duty.
UAV
That's
online.
me. Okay.
Yeah. Well, again, I didn't really have any consoles super, super young. We didn't have money like that.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, fuck you, dick.
You're not-
Um, but my first game was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
okay.
I grew up watching my cousin play NHL, but I wasn't really like a big fan into the sports games. Like, I watch sports, but I'm not into really the games. I
I
think
think
they
it's
kind of
pronounced Chell.
suck. Okay, wow, got me there.
How old are you when you got that game though? Just
Dude, I was young. I was young. I'm going to say grade 5 or 6.
I don't know how old that is. It sounds young. Bro.
No, I was young for sure.
Was that an open mic game too? Like, were you like cussing out grown ass men in
Yeah,
grade 5?
yeah.
Wow.
And the best, here's the thing, the best thing about those games was that everyone talked in the lobby. And then later on, people started going on like Discord, so you can't talk to random people or just like party chat. But
Was that the
before
first
it
time
was
you heard
just
the
like
N word?
pure, yeah, honestly, yes, for sure, dude.
Did you know what it meant when you heard it the first time, or did you have to go?
No, I didn't have to Google it. I knew what it meant.
Oh, okay.
I just never heard it in person.
Oh,
Schade nog.
oh man! I'm telling you, they say like it's sad. Like I laugh, but it's fucked up. But it's one of these things. Like people just say the wildest shit on these chats just because I guess they can. And I sometimes wonder, and again, you know, that's a debate for another time, but sometimes I wonder if it's like, are you just saying wild shit because you can say wild shit, or is this like how you actually feel? Because I feel like I just remember, and this is probably maybe a really gross understatement of what's actually going on, but I just remember when we were kids, we would have assemblies at school. And anytime the lights would go off for an assembly and all of us would just huddle up in the gym to watch whatever stupid presentation the school has for us, we would scream and start yelling and pinching each other. And so I feel like that was kind of the same thing. And as soon as the lights came on, we all shut the fuck up. No one wanted to get spotted like howling. You know, but we just like as soon as the lights go off, we just start like, "What?" and just start saying wild shit. And so I just wonder if that's kind of similar to some of these people going these game rants.
Dude,
Probably not.
listen, let me tell you this. Every time we had an assembly in school, it was the best day. Because you get to miss class, you just sit there and fuck around the whole time. Like, it was
Oh, dude.
perfect.
Okay, fuck it. You brought this up. This is your fault. Do you remember any of them? What were the top assemblies you had? Like, give me at least one.
I mean, like, what were the presentations?
Yeah.
I think we always had one for Remembrance Day.
Okay.
And we always had, like,
I'm trying to say, like, what were some of the ones that were actually worth seeing? You're like, Remembrance
oh,
Day.
dude, none of them.
No, they never did that for y'all, dude. We used to have like people come in like from like the zoo and bring like animals and shit like that. We had this one time where this dude with no arms came and did an assembly about like perseverance at our school and played drums with his feet.
Dude, let me tell you, if we had an assembly with some guy with no hands, oh my god, bro. Listen, the kids in my school were ruthless. Okay,
Oh.
that was not
We just
gonna fly
fought. We
by
were
our
like, yeah, no, we were like, it was weird because like I've told you some of my school stories, dude, and they're pretty fucked up. But with assemblies, we were like nothing really popped off too much there. We were always just kind of because they at least tried. I remember the cops used to come in, the Ontario Provincial Police to do presentations, and they would come into that song, you know, an OPP, now you know me, and they just didn't know what it meant. So it was always kind of fun when they came in because they'd play this highly inappropriate song, not knowing that OPP means other people's pussy or other people's penis, depending on.
Get out with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Get out with OPP.
what you decide you like, and they would come in dancing to it, thinking it's about like because they're called the OPP. I was like, you guys don't get it, and it's funny.
Dude, speaking of cops coming into schools,
Oh my god.
my elementary school had a police officer.
Okay.
I've never heard of an elementary school to have an on-site police officer ever.
I remember when they put metal detectors in
Did
our
you
school,
have
but
that?
an on-site police officer, not like that. But here's the thing: like, we still had wild shit happen, like wild stuff. Like, again, we can't go into it, but I've told you, like, teachers got their jaws broken, fights, like the fights were crazy, stabbings, like all this kind of shit. But um,
Yeah, we
it,
had that too, but that was nuts. I've never heard of
no,
that in my life.
yeah, that's like America. Like, I want to tell you, and you know what? Super sad because you should enjoy school. And like, we're talking about video games and childhood memories here. And that's where a lot of that, I mean, to be fair, I never got into a lot of the fucked up shit, but it was kind of interesting hearing about some of the wild
It
shit that
was,
did happen.
listen,
You're like,
it was fun to
fuck.
watch from a distance.
Oh, yeah, you never want to be part of it because some of it was wild. And you're like, I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
like cops coming in and people getting real fucked up. Real Batman
Yeah, yeah.
tales. So yeah, it was fucked up. What was your first console memories though? So you said like you guys didn't have that when you was young. When did you get a console and what was it?
I think like my first console memory was definitely like pre-releases for games. Like, I
Okay.
don't know if you've ever done that, but I'm
Why do you
gonna
have to say like if
say
you've ever done that?
no, because you
Yes,
said you weren't
I've
that
done
big of
that.
a gamer,
Yeah, no, I've
okay?
done a pre-release.
But Black Ops 2, I remember I was lined up for that game and dude, like the line was around the plaza.
Okay.
Like
What
it
console
was
was
a
that for?
few I'm going to say PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was sick. That was a lot of fun. Everyone was just there for the same thing, like a bunch of fucking fat nerds. Great.
You know what though? I enjoy that shit. It's like lining up for a pre-release is actually like we don't have to do that anymore and come I think is what is it 2028? You'll never do that again for PlayStation because they're going completely digital. So it's like I don't know. I think those are kind of fun memories even though when they were stupid. You know,
Here's the
even
thing.
yeah,
Can I say something? Listen,
of
a
course.
lot of people were losing their fucking minds about that digital thing.
Okay.
Okay? Like, oh, how they're going all digital, all this stuff. And I was like, when's the last time you've ever heard of a big lineup on a pre-release? It doesn't happen anymore because people buy that shit online anyways. Like, the reason they're going digital is because they have the data. They know no one's buying physical discs anymore.
Yeah, listen, for the most part, that's true. I'm sure there are places where, or games that pre-releases are around the corner, but they're definitely not like how they used to be. Um, and that's what they're using. Again, when we talked about this earlier, there was that whole conspiracy of it where they're like, oh, they're trying to take control because they could delete your data whenever they want and all this kind of stuff. I don't know how much of that is true,
But what are they
but
going to delete? My,
here's
like,
my
Call of Duty
thing.
data? Like, what?
But again, it's fun to kind of bitch about it, I guess. But my thing is like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You're not boycotting this shit. Like, dude, like if we're not boycotting companies for outright racism and we say we do but we don't like you know what I mean for all of our morality about shit we don't really boycott shit so it's like you will forget about it just like when they told you before like oh you don't have to use memory cards anymore you're like no I need my memory card like, you know what I'm saying when you just have to save something on a physical fucking memory card and make sure that shit was in before you put in your
Yeah.
game or all your data's lost everybody freaked out when that went the way of the dinosaur but we adapt we move on we're gonna just keep playing the games anyways because they're gonna keep making the games cooler you know
They are,
even
and the thing
yeah
is like, yeah, like I don't know, I don't see like it as a big deal because like you have to think about it. These like companies are huge. Like Sony, Xbox is massive.
yeah
Like they didn't do this because oh it's popular and we want to stop doing it. It was probably just not popular anymore. Just
but
made no sense for them.
dude I'm daring to say that in our lifetime knock on wood that we are going to get to a type of gameplay where it's if not perfect near perfect what it's like in Ready Player One. You know what I'm
I
saying? Like
hope so.
we are heading there. That is where we're going. Again, I can't really speak on technology like that because it seems like a huge leap until it's not. Until we're actually doing that shit and everybody's like, "Oh, okay, it just everything sounds sci-fi until it's not. So I don't think we're too far away from that, and that I don't want to say that's why they're going digital, but everything will be digital. We are living in a hugely digital age right now that our parents could never have conceived at one point in time of their existence. So who knows what's going to happen for us? So maybe like who's going to get a physical disc to play something like Ready Player One? If that was
Dude, but I
a thing.
hope we go into a Ready Player One thing. That'd be so sick.
Yeah, that'd be nuts though. Like I don't know if that's a brain implant or the suits or however they. I think there was a combo of both in that in that movie, but I don't think we're as far away as people want to believe we are. So who knows? Who you
Yeah,
know?
that's true. I listen, I think we're pretty far off that. Like Ready Player One with touch, feel, and everything in a costume is
Again,
nuts. But
I'm not saying we're gonna have it. I'm not gonna be like 100%, but I would not be shocked. We're talking about aliens as a matter of fact now in the media, which is something I never, as a young person, would have thought would have ever been a thing. Who knows what's gonna happen? I'm just saying
yeah,
we just can't rule it out because that's where we're inevitably heading. And I feel like these people are pouring that money into it to make it happen so they can reap the benefits of it. So I don't know. Maybe that's my little
you know what
conspiracy,
though?
but you never know.
That's true though. I don't know. I think it'll happen eventually, but just who knows when.
Yeah, I don't know. I
But
feel
you know
like
what?
technology's gonna leap.
I want to know what game made you a gamer because I actually have no idea. We never talked about
Oh,
this.
um, I don't know if this is the game that made me a gamer, but when I think of games that like, I guess I could say I did finish, it was always like a Mega Man.
Okay.
It was
You
very,
know
again,
what? I played a Mega Man on my PlayStation 2, and I don't know what Mega Man that is. I couldn't tell you, but it was so much fun.
yeah, I just like that you could like beat someone up, rob their power, and be like, "Now I have this."
My turn.
You know?
Yeah. And like shooting out the arm was always fun.
Yeah. So I don't know. Mega Man was always my thing. I don't know if it's because there was a cartoon. I don't know which came first. This is kind of a chicken and the egg situation, but there was a Mega Man cartoon that I used to love, and I used to have like the best theme song.
Super fighting robot, Mega Man. Super fighting robot, Mega Man.
And um, I just remember that Mega Man was always something that I gravitated towards. So I don't know which came first, the game. I know which actually came first, but I know which came first for me, the game or the show. But I guess the two in tandem really solidified that as my game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Listen, Mega Man was a character as a kid that I always loved as well.
Yeah, I still
So
fuck with a Mario
especially the
though.
video games.
I love a Mario.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I just
yeah.
sucked at early Mario because I wasn't good at games when I was younger. This is why my mom got us piano lessons, but or at least got me piano lessons, and unfortunately, my brother had to go. But I just had terrible hand-eye coordination, so earlier games sucked for me. Which I guess shout out to her. This is why I can play them now, not be like ah. But earlier Mario was terrible. I just couldn't jump. I'd always fall in those stupid lava pits. So, but once I got better at it, and there was kind of like a more modern Mario where you could actually like, do crazy shit and kind of fly when or like hover when you're that raccoon and shit. I really enjoyed a Mario game, and those were games that I saw to the end. Also liked Bowser a lot. Shout out to that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. Listen, I think all the characters in Mario were sick.
They
Like, there's
were.
not a character in that I was like,
They
ah,
were
this kind of
fun,
sucks.
yeah.
Like, I enjoyed Mario, yeah.
It's such a stupid concept that we're all just loving, And we love
To this
Yoshi!
day, to
Yahoo!
this day.
Yeah, dude. Was like, and I watched both of those movies, and just strictly because they were Mario, I was like, this is fun. Like, I'm not like, cinema, but I was like, yeah. What am I coming here to rate a Mario movie for?
Yeah,
I just
true.
want him to say Yahoo! I just want Yoshi to say Yoshi! And then we're good. That's what I came here for. I could turn to my friend and like, they said the things. So,
Haha.
LOL. They said the thing.
Raffle. Lamau.
Oh, I love how petty you are. You're fun. Do you? What's a game then? That you were kind of obsessed with that no one else really knew?
Oh, dude.
Like maybe not
I,
one
I
that was like
like
super popular.
okay. I'm not gonna say obsessed. And listen, if anyone's watching this or listening to this, they're gonna make fun of me for this.
Yeah, and sorry
But a
for the
game
Mariah
that
Carey in advance.
And I was like, why are you so obsessed with me?
like the game that I really liked was Smite. Okay.
What?
And this game is just like this game has become like a meme in like the Twitch world. And I actually, when I played it, I had such a fun time playing it.
What is
So
Smite?
it's a MOBA game.
Okay.
It's like League of Legends. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, there's lanes, there's a jungler, you're trying to get to the other base and just destroy towers and their home base, let's say, for the sake of this conversation. Okay. But it was a different type of MOBA. So in Riot, you point and click where you want to go. Okay.
Okay.
In Smite, you actually move with WASD, and I just thought that was the
what does
coolest
that mean?
thing. Well, okay, you actually don't play computer games. You know your arrow
No.
keys?
Yeah.
Are you buy a computer or like a laptop?
I can pull one up if I absolutely have to, but I really
No,
rather
you don't.
not.
Okay, so
Like it's like, dude, it is technically within arm's reach, and I will do this for you, but I really rather not.
you know how the arrow keys are down at the bottom, basically beside your mouse, right?
Okay.
It's really hard to play that squish with your arrow keys and your mouse while having to still use your keyboard. So for video games specifically, people made WASD the moving keys because they're shaped the same way as arrow keys are. So they're in the shape of arrow. Like, how do I say this? They're put in the same spot as arrow keys are. Open up your notes app on your phone or something to see your keyboard.
Yeah, no,
And then
listen,
you'll see
here's the thing. It's not that I don't fully, and don't hate me for saying this, it's not that I don't fully understand what you're saying. My brain is just wrapping around why the fuck would anybody want to type on a fucking keyboard when you could hold a controller? Like, I think, I don't know, maybe this is just the nigga in me, but like when I play games, especially when there's certain ones where like you have to jump real high, I like to flip the controller up, and like purse my lips and go, as I'm jumping and shit. And like when it's a racing game, I like to move with that motherfucker. Like, but when you're typing, it's just like, that just seems like fun homework.
Okay,
Spicy
No.
homework.
no.
Oh, listen, I know you're a PC guy. I know that. That's why
No.
I'm opening
No.
my own wounds here, but
You are because you have so much more flexibility with a keyboard and mouse. Like if you want to talk about racing games, like okay, sure, you have your joysticks that you can move, but you could actually like using a mouse, you can choose exactly how much you turn, how much you don't turn. You know what I mean? Whereas especially with how you play video games, you just smash that analog to the end and hope it turns.
bitch, you don't know that.
Yeah, I do. I see it.
Go on with your pseudo intellectual
Think about
rant.
it. You're playing any game. You can map any key on your keyboard to do something. Like there's just so much more
I
flexibility.
know, but that
I don't know
just
what to
seems
tell
like
you, dude.
homework. It just seems like
No.
extra. It just seems like it's like, and you have to like, I gotta make this build like this, and I gotta make my mouse like this. I gotta make this text method. I was like,
What?
that's the keyboard. Just clack it, and it's just,
Yeah, and it's great. It's great.
oh, I don't know. Again, maybe it's just because like, I don't know. I type like an
You
old
know
ass
what?
lady. So
Here's the thing. You haven't experienced like computer gay games yet. You will.
Okay.
You will. Once you get this new house, you will get a computer and you will experience computer games. You will never go back to a console. I promise you. I
I
promise
don't
you.
know. I don't know about that, but I will.
Dude, I was the same way. I was the same way.
Yeah, when you were playing your age inappropriate game, you probably were. Can I ask you a question though? I guess this is really super off top though. Are they more racist on console or on PC?
Oh, ooh. I think it depends. I think it depends.
Is it always depending on the game, or like if you like, don't think about it. If you had to pick one in your experience, okay.
Console.
A nigger! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I
Yo. Yo. Yo.
Oh man.
But I
My
have to say,
Okay.
the most wildest things I've ever seen has
Oh
been in
God.
League of Legends,
What do you mean?
which is like it's a computer game, but
I
dude,
know what
like,
League of Legends is, but you have to like, unless it's like really
dude,
fucked up, you gotta tell me at least one.
but like I've seen people type whole paragraphs to their teammates in League of Legends about how they should kill themselves, like
Oh,
full on, like buy a rope, like jump out your window, like crazy shit, dude.
dude.
And
No.
it's And like what gets me about this is like this person paused to play their game, like stop playing to
That's
type out this essay.
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, this person just waited. It was just like, I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing just to go on this rant.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh wow. All right. That okay. My game that dude, that I really appreciate you answering that because you just like console. But my
Because I feel like
game.
all the racist stuff happens on console.
Yeah, listen, I definitely thought it was console too, but I really appreciate the validation where you're just like, because I'm never on that type of thing. I'm never on mics, so I'm never talking to anybody. I just
I'm
want to do
always
my.
on mics.
I know you do Jeopardy, but um, so my game that I was obsessed with that nobody else really played was Buffy Chaos Bleeds. I don't know if you heard of that one. It was
No.
pretty much the only Buffy game that really came out, and it was kind of, relatively close to the show. But that was a game strictly because it was Buffy I played twice. Like I went through that game two times just to do different things in it. So I kind of I don't know who's ever played that game, but I had to give it a shout out because when it wasn't the game that made me a gamer, but it was one of these games that when I think about playing video games, I just remember staying up super late just to play this stupid fucking game. And of course the graphics were terrible. But it's
I
not
mean,
like
yeah,
now.
but it was a Buffy game, so you're playing it
Oh,
regardless.
but you know what though was cutting edge at the time? We think about how shitty certain graphics were. Like, I mean, even that first game you played, how shitty were the graphics compared to how they are now?
Oh, dude, the first game I played was Modern Warfare 2. They were great.
Like, compared to now, though?
Dude, they were still really good graphics,
I
yeah.
can assume they were good graphics for the time, but I can't. I really can't see them. I mean, I didn't play it, so I guess I'm not qualified to comment. But I just can't see them being as good as now. Because some of these things look
No, like,
fucking.
well, definitely not now, but they were like, it's a
Yeah,
game that if it came out, people would still play it.
you think?
Yeah, definitely.
I feel people are super snooty about graphics now. Like you
Yeah,
spend
but
all those
those are
money
the
on those
people that
graphics
like,
cards. Like, aren't graphics cards fucked up expensive, especially for like PC motherfuckers?
yeah, but I think here's the thing. I think graphics only really matter for single player games. You know what I mean? I think if you're playing a multiplayer competitive game, no one really gives a fuck about graphics.
Oh, I guess that's true. You're mostly probably just there for the killing.
Exactly. And the typing and raging.
Yeah, I think that's why I don't like those games because I feel like that's a part of it. And most of the time, like I'm playing games, I'm super high, and I don't want to be like angry when I'm high. I'm not. I just want to chill. Like I just want to vibe out. I'm not trying to get into arguments when I'm high because then I just laugh too. Especially if they start saying like all this terrible shit. I just start laughing and thinking it's kind of funny, low key, and maybe they'll just rage bait them even more. Any holy shit
That's
gaming
the
moments?
problem.
Oh, they would, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Listen, I love true crime, so I can give you several stories where people have murdered people off like chats and like gaming chats. So,
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen it. I've heard
yeah,
of it. It's
listen, that's what I'm
crazy.
like. You know what? I don't think it'll be me, but I can never say I'll never be me. So that's how they get you. So, like, you know what? Let me not rage someone and then just get fucking murdered. So, because you know what though. Okay, we'll stop. We'll take a break after this. This will be the last thing, and I hate to bring this up. And like, imagine your thoughts where you're like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like, first of all, if you don't even know who they are, and they're like, "I'm Ladies Man 823," and you're like, "Oh, you got to give a user handle to murder a motherfucker so they know." Because I feel like if you are going to murder someone, like you drove all this way, you want them to know it was you, even if like they're not going to remember. You're still going to be like, "This is why this is happening to you." And it's like. That's so,
Yeah.
such a like a really dog like, because I laughed when you called me a bitch nigga like and it's like yeah. It's like, I'm just saying, what a crazy death. But I shouldn't mock it because I guess people have died that way. But it just
But
seems,
imagine that's how you die. That's
yeah,
so funny.
because I could like listen. I just feel like if that person has to give you their username for you to know who the fuck is murdering you, like, yeah, we use our usernames on this. Like, I mean, we use our gamer usernames on this, but like, if I have to be like, Mess Boss is killing you, bitch, it's like, I don't know, maybe I would feel more like a G than using my real name, but still, it's like, tell the devil that
You,
I say,
you know,
Mess
you're
Boss
more
is-
immersed. You're your character. That's why.
Oh, maybe that. I guess it's like I'm this and whatever, So
But okay,
maybe
here's
I
my
could see it.
question.
Okay.
Do you think like when people like that show up to kill you, do you think they use like their numbers at the end of their usernames? Because you know how some people have numbers at the end of their usernames?
Yeah, dude, I think they're giving the full one.
You-
Like, you're not going to give your
Imagine,
username nickname. You're giving the full govy.
imagine I just show up. You know who I am? I'm Q648532117.
Yeah. And then you're just sitting there like, oh, I was like, what's up? Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's, but again, like, yeah, dude, I don't know. Either way, it's really fucked up.
I think that's crazy. But yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like it's so funny that happens. Like I think it's so funny.
Well, I wouldn't say it's funny, but it's like, I guess funny coincidental, but I just feel the
Dude,
interaction would be crazy. Did you ever hear about that one writer who drove, I think it was like 1,000 miles or something to slap a teenage girl who gave him a bad review on, I think it was his book or something?
No, I didn't.
That's
But
dedication.
I know now that we're talking about this, you're gonna send me that after, and I can't wait.
Oh, dude, yep. Drove all this way just to slap her in her face because she wrote a bad review. And you know what? I'm going to Google it again strictly because I want to know what the exact review said. And I want to, like, no one deserves it, but you want to be like, huh, like, you're right. That's it? Or you want to be like, no, huh. Okay, we're going to take a little quick break. And then we're going to do some PvP mail.
Yay.
Yay.
Raffle.
Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers.
With the beats, with the rhymes. Okay. So we're back. Back from our little break and our hydrations. We're gonna dive into some PvP mail.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
So we got a kind of a game related one. So but you know what? It's game related, but it's also some fun drama. So I'm gonna jump into this one and edit as I go. So bear with me. So this one reads, I've been gaming online with my buddy, and it says in quotes, and I think it's in quotes for the sole reason of this is not this person's actual name. So I've been gaming online with my buddy Joel for about 7 years. Every now and
Pause.
yeah.
Why did you make up a fake name and call them Joel?
I have no idea.
Dude, that has to be the real name.
You think, but it's in quotes.
There's no way that the fake name you chose was Joel.
Okay, and you know what though? As a person who skimmed this, I almost feel like I don't want to spoil it, but I feel it's to make this person sound white.
Okay. But you could have chosen something like John. Like,
That is a white ass name, but I've also known black people with really white names. So I'm just saying, who knows? Maybe they're just using the name Joel. We're going to go with Joel, okay? So
all right.
to start again, I've been gaming online with my buddy Joel for about 7 years. Every now and then, another guy, in quotes, Cam, joins. As soon as I saw it, I was like, he's going to say something. Joins us. He's
I'm
more of an
keeping that in.
acquaintance. Yep. He's more of an acquaintance than a close friend. Recently, we were on VChat, so I assume that means voice chat. So recently, we were on
Yes.
VChat. Okay, fuck you with the condescending yes. Recently, we were on VChat with some random player, and the conversation somehow turned into representation and shit. This is why I said these names probably are a little bit telling. The random dude mentioned that he wishes there were more games with POC and queer mains. So POC, person of color, and queer mains. Cam immediately went full Trump mode. His main argument was basically most gamers are straight white dudes and they wouldn't want to play that shit. For context, I am 28, black/Asian, and queer. I low-key snapped and I told him how fast he could fuck off and die. This turned into a 5-minute crash out for both of us. After this, Joel told me that I overreacted because 1, Cam didn't use any real slurs, and 2, we know Cam, but we didn't know the random guy, so I shouldn't have gone that hard. I guess my ask is how true do you think this is? Also, should I ask Joel to never link in Cam or should I just chill? So I guess that's a double.
Ah. Okay, first of all, I love how these conversations come up in voice chat. Like this had to have been at like 2, 3 a.m. and everyone was just tired and just had nothing else to do. So like,
Who
let's
knows,
talk about
though?
this.
Yeah, true. Or maybe like I don't know. It doesn't mention the game, so I wish it did. So maybe we can have some context. But I'm curious on what you think about both sides.
I think it's weird. I mean, you kind of don't really know this person that much anyways. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't the main guy that you've been gaming with for a long time that said this.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't want to be associated with that person personally. But like, then again, like it's a video games and you're online. Like, you're gonna hear wild shit online anyways. I don't think you should take it to heart, especially online in a video game.
Well, no, I don't. I'm inclined to agree with you. So I guess to start, if we're going on that part of the question, because I guess there's 2 parts here. I don't know what this person said, but to be fair, I definitely think there's maybe a discussion to be had about it in the sense of like, yeah, I agree. There's probably not a lot of those types of games out there. I'm sure there's games that have like little essences of both, you know, like I think there's a new game coming out that has a black female lead that's coming out 2026. It's kind of like that space terror one. But yeah, I guess I can't say off the top of my head there's a lot of representation in games, but I don't know. I think it's dumb to say that it's not because most gamers are considered straight white men. I don't have data on that because I feel like there's a fuck ton of Asians that play games. So I don't know if that's a true fact or data. You know, ChatGPT knows more than me. But if that's even the case, I think it's also dumb to say that just because that's who they are, they wouldn't want to play a game like that. So either way you slice it, it's kind of a really out of pocket statement. I don't think it's worth telling someone to fucking die over, but I mean, they say worse in chat, so.
That's what I mean. I don't think you overreacted because of like the environment you're in. Like, I think it's a very normal thing to say.
Yeah, especially like I don't know how slick he was talking, right? Like here's the thing, like again, most of the time if I were on
Yeah.
these chats, I'd be high, so it wouldn't really phase me that much. But I don't know, you never know. Someone might say something triggering, you want to be like, hey man, shut the fuck up, we just trying to game. You know, or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So because I mean I guess I see the point of it, but there's multiple times where everybody could have just shut the fuck up, played the game. You know what I mean? Again, I don't
Yeah,
know how we
true.
even got on this topic, but okay, cool, valid point. You could just hit that and be like, all right, cool, and then continue the game, or you know, like I don't know. I just feel there's multiple times where, and as far as like not linking this dude in again, I think that's like I don't know how far this got. Just because someone didn't use like a racial or like homophobic slur doesn't mean they weren't saying crazy shit. I don't know what this person was saying.
Yeah,
I don't know what
true.
this person was saying. So that detail was not there. But that being said, I don't know if it's that. Like, see, I don't know. Again, you know me. If it's one of those things where I'm like, yo, bring stupid fucking racist Cam and I want to hear what dumb shit he says. Like, I would find that more entertaining, but I also wouldn't want to try
I
and
was
give a
gonna
platform.
say,
Like, but
That is kind of entertaining but like, what platform are you giving this person? Like, you're in a voice
I
chat with
know,
three
but I just
people.
again, like, I don't know how wild they got because if they're like proper like racist, I don't
Okay,
really
that's
want to hear
different,
that
right?
either,
That's
too. But
different.
I guess there's degrees of this shit. I don't know this person's heart, but all I'm saying, if that were me, I would definitely be a little bit like, hey. Like I don't know if I want to hear this. Like it depends on my mood at that particular time, but I don't think it's that deep. But I also can't tell people what to feel. So it's like if that really offended you to that point, and I could kind of see why it would, because again, whether you agree or disagree, that is a valid point. Because if I ask you to pick a game that has like a queer lead or like a gay or lesbian lead off the top of your head, you probably can't name one super off top. Like you'd have to probably Google it. I'm sure they exist, but like, you can't
Yeah,
pick
no,
it.
definitely.
If you have to
I,
pick
I
one
like
with a person of color too, again, you probably would have to think for a minute.
see, this is a weird one to give advice for because I don't want to tell someone how to feel,
Yeah,
right? Like your feelings for this are definitely valid, and I see this. I
yeah.
just think it's something that you should have expected in the environment that you're in.
Oh, 100% I agree with that. Because what you expect, like, and again, you know what though? This, I feel like I'm not really qualified to comment here because I don't go on these. I only know this, like, I'm the biggest person to tell people to research things before they speak. It's because you know how fucking everybody believes fake Instagram news articles and want to comment. But I don't know how, I just rarely, I don't think I've ever heard someone say that it's not a non, like the vibes aren't racist and fucked up, or people say crazy shit even if it's not so much racism. There's a lot of sexism and crazy thing that happened there. I never hear people not say that, so I assume it to be true if I don't necessarily go into these forums. But yeah, you kind of have to expect that. But I also don't want to, like, again, I don't want to say gamers are ignorant like that. Like, if they are, okay, great. If they're not, you know I don't know about it,
The
but
thing
I
is
would
I
think so.
think they are ignorant like that, so I think they
Yeah.
are.
Well, again, you actually
That's
play these
why.
games. So if you play these games, you can actually speak from personal experience. I'm saying I just can't. But
Yeah, that's why I think it's like expected, but like again, like I can see why you wouldn't want to be with like talk to this person or be associated with this person, but then again, like it's online. Like you see the wild shit in Instagram comments that people
yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah. And
Like
people, what, dude? And people battle in them. What are you talking about? It's like fucking Beyblades in there. It's Thunderdome on these comments. It's where Christianity goes to die and thrive simultaneously. And like I see the craziest comments on Instagram, and I'm like, wow, people really think like this, and it's low key kind
yeah,
of scary.
it is, but that's why I think it's like expected. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, oh,
Yeah,
like another one of these people, like, okay,
yeah.
like
Yeah, I
you know what
get
I
it.
mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I can't say I've never gotten to like a mild Instagram battle, but I just mean when it comes to this sort of stuff, who gives a shit what these people think? Like, but I think if I'm closer to quote unquote Joel, I'd be like, hey man, like I don't want to deal with that motherfucker no more. And if he's not
Yeah, like
like,
I get that. I see
yeah.
that.
And here's the thing: you didn't mention how much this acquaintance Cam pops in, like his guest appearances, but it seems that. um if you've been playing with this dude for about 7 years, I don't know if you met this person in real life, but 7 years is a long fucking time. And I feel like they should at least have your back with certain things because I think like I go with us. You know what I mean? I think about if it were you and I that um
But no, but I think it fully no, because I know what you're gonna say. And I think it fully depends because like if it's me and you, like we know each other in person.
yeah.
Whereas in this situation, I'm gonna assume that this dude and fucking Joel don't know each other in person.
But dude, 7 years is a
But
long time. If you but first of all, if you've been playing games, you're a dedicated gamer. And I mean, whether you know someone in real life, and I mean, let's be real, for most of the last how many years, our relationship has been very remote. So it's like you aren't around. So, but we still talk every day and whatever. So and that doesn't make it any less real. Like you have to be where
yes,
you are.
no, 100%. What I'm saying is like we also know each other in person.
True.
A lot of these online video game friendships you don't really see each other because you're probably on different sides of the world.
But
Like,
no,
but this
listen. So
Joel
you're
guy
telling me
might
like
know
so,
this
so you're
other
telling
dude.
Instagram is lied to me where I see these people where I see those like when it plays that music, it's like huh, huh,
Dude, that
huh,
barely ever
and
happens.
they
That
run into each
barely
other's
ever
arms because they're
happens.
meeting their friends online who they've talked to forever.
Yes,
That
it's
that
lying to you. That barely ever happens.
oh I don't
And
know,
if
but I
it
feel
does
like
happen, it's always on Instagram. So every time you've seen this, it's probably the only time it's happened.
Okay, well, I mean, okay, I thought that was cute where these like grown ass men meet their friends who they've talked to online for, which sounds kind of creepy, but it's cute. I don't know.
No,
But
but sorry,
again,
what's this other guy's? What's this racist? What's the bigot's name again? Cam?
Cam.
Yeah, but what if Joel and Cam know each other in person? That's like he didn't really back you up in that group chat. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but I
Or
think,
that
but here's the
voice
thing: it
chat.
says that he's an acquaintance more than a close friend, and then said like, "Oh, we know like there was a collective we that we know Cam and we don't know the other person." So I don't know if he's a guest star or like you guys. It doesn't sound like he plays with you guys with these guys on the reg. So it sounds like I'm led to believe that Joel is closer friends with the writer who actually didn't leave a name
But
than
like,
closer to the author than with Cam. So
but you never know. Like Cam and Joel might know each other in person. Like this acquaintance thing is like an online acquaintance
I
thing.
don't know. I don't think so
You
because
know what I
again,
mean?
but here's the thing. And here's where we're gonna like, you know what? Fuck it, I don't care. Here's what we're gonna tell you that Joel's also then a shit friend because if you know, because first of all, if you are mad about something, I'm mad about something. That's it. So whether if I think you're a little bit fucked up, if I can see a
That's it.
sliver of a point of what is going on, if I can see how you could get there, even if I feel you're overreacting, I'd be like, no, fuck that person. So I wouldn't come back to the author and be like, that wasn't very cool. I'm like, fuck you. I'm never playing games with you ever again. You know, whether because you have to. I just feel like you kind of can't be Switzerland here. It's one of those things
Yeah,
where you're
but
on
that's why like
somebody's side a little bit more. And if that person was like, hey, I don't want to have to deal with that fucked up situation, if that's what the author's telling Joel, Joel should be like, yeah, fuck Cam. Cam's a notorious dick. You know what I'm saying? Again, me personally, depending on how far it got. But I just say if it was you and I, like if it was you and me, it would be easy because it'd be like, hey, you feel like I'm in the mood to deal with this motherfucker because I think it's funny. Part of me be like, I fuck it. But if he starts saying wild shit, I know you would actively defend me. You know what I'm saying? I know you wouldn't
yeah,
be
but here's
passive
the
about
thing.
it.
Here's what I said. What I said is because at the end here, Joel told the author that he was overreacting,
Yeah.
which I think then just makes you believe that like Joel and Cam know each other. They have to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they don't, but I'm just saying if
Because I don't think it's an overreaction.
he's a guest star and again like a person that doesn't seem to and again I just feel like mentioning how many years you played with this person seems very specific because I assume that these are people from different points of the world who are like none of them know each other in person, but again I guess that's not specified, but either way, um I guess then my to sum up that question, if you should ask Joel never to link up with Cam again, if that's how you feel about it, yeah, fuck yeah, find
Yeah,
out.
definitely.
Because if he's just like, nah, Cam's coming in, then you know how he feels about you. And then it's like, fuck those 7 years if that's how you feel about it, if it's not worth it to you. Because,
But then like, I wonder if this guy's ever in the mood for stupidity.
well,
Because you
here's
know
the
what I mean?
thing.
Like
Here's the
sometimes
thing,
I'm in the
though.
mood.
Yeah, and sometimes I am too. But I'm never in the mood to be outright disrespected. So I don't know, again, I don't know what was actually said. Just because someone didn't use a slur doesn't mean they weren't saying some crazy shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they were saying to the degree where you're like, again, words are wind, but damn, you just be like, I'm not really trying to get like again, I'm trying to chill, I'm trying to catch a vibe, I'm not trying to cuss out people. You know what I mean? Like I've spent too many years cussing out people. It's not fun anymore. It's like I guess it's still kind of fun, but like, like you know what I'm saying?
It's
I don't know.
always fun.
You know, listen, it isn't. It isn't though, because like, dude, listen. One thing about maturing is that it's no longer fun to hurt people's feelings. Before, like, you want to talk about competitive? When I used to cuss someone out and they'd cry, I'd be like, I win. But like, I would be like, yes. I was like, victory. You can stop now. Like, I loved it. But now I'm just like, I don't want to make someone cry. I don't want someone to feel less than a like, unless they have it coming. But over something like this, I don't give a shit what you are or what you do. Just, I don't know. I feel like
Listen,
leave
I don't make
motherfuckers
someone
alone.
cry, but I love a good cuss out. Like you've seen me
Yeah.
with that, with those clients I had for that website. Ooh, I
Yeah.
love that. I feel
But
so
see, here's the
good.
thing. They got the game fucked up. So you had to take care of your business. It wasn't where you were looking for a fight. You weren't setting out to antagonize them. They got you full circle fucked up and you had to show them who you were. That's
They
like I
really
read
did.
both sides of those emails. So I don't think that's a good reference because I've never well, there was a we're not gonna talk about the one time where I stopped you from causing some dumb shit for no reason.
Which one?
I'm not gonna talk about the story, but We were in the mall.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that was the only time. That was the only time you were gonna go start some bullshit, and I was like, "Hey, man, nah." So for the most part, anytime I've seen you, give it to someone, signed, sealed, delivered, it was theirs. So I think these are two different circumstances. So yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I would I feel if you mention how many years you've known this person, I almost feel like you're a gambler and you want to roll the dice and be like, "Yo, don't bring that motherfucker around," and you want to see how they answer. Because I would love to see. I would love a follow up on that. I would love to know how they
yeah.
answer.
I do want to see a follow up on
But
this.
back to I guess the first question to round this off. I do agree there's probably a less representation of that, but I also feel like I don't know if that's a studio. Like, I don't know where this begins and where this ends because I don't know how many black gaming creators are out there or people who, because I don't know. Like, I don't say I wouldn't because again, as a person who reads comic books with strong black characters who were written by white people, I can't say that I wouldn't want a black led game that wasn't written by a black person. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, a white man wrote this, so I don't want to read this, or it's not going to in tune with me. I don't know how I would feel about that. I feel either way, cool game looks like a cool game. So I don't know how people would feel about that. But I don't know how many black creators are out there trying to get their games out there. I'm sure there's a few. I don't know how many um, gay, lesbian, queer creators are out there trying to get some shit out there and they're being
But is this
blocked at a
about?
level.
Sorry, is this about creators? I'm pretty sure. Didn't this thing say about just like leads in the game?
In the games,
Like,
but
there's
see,
no
but where
main
does but here's
character.
the thing though, like most people try and identify with themselves to some degree. So
Okay,
it
yeah.
is not unlikely that if it's a straight cisgendered white man, that's where he might lead his character to be, unless he's like, I want some big titty bitch. So I'm just saying, like, it's not a shocker that he would choose that. So I'm just saying, I don't know where this begins. If that there's a lack of their creators for this, or developers don't want to do it, or there's a lack of consumers for this. It's like, where does it kind of start that you know what I mean? Like, this is why we don't have this.
Yeah.
So again, I guess that's one. I'm gonna chat GPT that later and see what it says, just to give you some. Sometimes I just like to chat GPT things to see what the computer master says, and it gives you some real thing where you're like, I don't know if this is a clear argument or if it's just because like this is the new CNN. It's like you say something and it's gospel. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. Any closing thoughts on this one?
No, I agree. I think again, this should have been expected because it's online, but I also see why you don't want to associate or like talk to this person again. So I think your feelings are valid, but I think it's just like expected in like the environment you're in.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, uh, I want to say because again, I'm not really a gamer like that, but yeah, it is to be expected. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it should be tolerated. And
Agreed. Yeah,
that's
100%.
where I have to go with it, where I don't know what was truly said. And people like to say that words don't matter, but they do. Words have ammunition. Words do have power for a reason because words do mean things. And there's a difference between people who just like to use words because they're just trolls and whatever, but there are people who use words to keep other people from actual, you know what I mean? Like life things, like things they need outside of a video game. So I'm not saying that we're trying to get that deep with it because this is probably just some troll on a fucking game, but it's like, where's your forum to shut up and where's your forum to be like, hey man, cut that shit out because it's kind of fucked up. And I don't know who else was on this chat too, hearing this shit and like, I don't know. So the fact that I don't know what was said is why I stop at really making a firm decision, because there are times where you have to be like, that water on a duck's back, just let it roll off. But there are times where you have to be like, nah, I'm not letting you get away with that, because I've been in those situations where there's times where like, nah, I can't let this one slide. And then there are times where I have let it slide. So yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
dude.
see that. I see that. I see that.
Yeah. So good luck with that. I hope we get a follow up on that because I really hope you ask that
I
motherfucker.
always want to follow up. I always want follow-ups.
Yeah, you're that kind of like the boy is mine. I hope your friend fucking Billy Joel stays loyal to you, motherfucker. Like, I hope he's like, yeah, fuck that guy. Cam blows. We're gonna take another quick break and then we're gonna go into some fun little rapid fire questions.
Video games are for nerds.
All right. Moving back in, we are back like bra straps for some rapid fire questions. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
To be fair, like, okay, let's just jump into it because all right, first one. Favorite game of all time and why?
World of Warcraft.
Okay.
There's a bazillion things to do in that game. Like, there's just so much to do. How can that not be your favorite game? I don't know.
Okay.
It's a clear winner.
Huge fan of
What's
OG
yours?
or see, that's the thing. I couldn't just pick one. I really looked at this and I was like, what can I say is my favorite game of all time? Because there's certain games that I really, I don't know, dude. It was hard for me because even if I think like that Buffy game, I'm like, that's not my favorite game of all time, but I have like strong feelings about it. It's not Pokemon. It's not Zelda. It's not even Mega Man. Because I feel like, you know what, to be honest with you, I don't want to say Baldur's Gate is my favorite game of all time, but it is the one that I've enjoyed the most in a long time. So I'm going to let it wear the crown for a little bit. Just because I do, you know, I love.
I'll give you that though.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. 'Cause that's a good
graphics.
game.
Yeah, it had good graphics, good storyline. Voice actors were dope. It had like, you know, it gave me the typical nerd things I love, where it's a huge Dungeon and Dragon feel. So, what else do I want? And I can loot. You know, I just love to loot.
Yeah.
Can I kill this person and reap the benefits of what they have in their pockets? I love that game. So I'm gonna let that wear the mantle for a little bit. Best gaming memory. So that's like anything, like midnight release.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we kind of touched upon this, but mine's definitely Black Ops 2 Midnight Release. Like,
Okay.
just seeing so many people lined up for the same game was just insane to me.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? And like, especially when it's gonna sound cringe, but especially when like you play games, you talk to people online, but seeing how many people locally play the same shit as you is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because you're like, I wonder how many of these people I've talked to online that I don't know.
Or that you do know. Like, you know, it could be someone like you just don't recognize them. Be
Yeah,
someone like you know,
exactly.
like you know,
Exactly,
someone who goes to your
exactly.
gym or someone who, you know, your dentist, you just really don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Um mine mine's gonna sound like fluff because I'm gonna gas you up. But I think my favorite is playing Split Fiction with you.
What's going on? It's a self-destruct protocol! Major, Mamma Mio! Major! Well, we did steal it, didn't we?
That was fun.
Because again, like I'm not trying to put a battery in your back, but to be honest with you, that experience where it's just like getting high and drunk and just playing this fucking game and me dying every 20 seconds and you having to wait for me. You know, you were all right with it. I'm just saying, like, I enjoyed that game. I enjoyed, especially in the state I was in, where it took you. It was hard and simple at the same time. Like, you'd have to overthink the game, but there was times you have to kind of work out puzzles. It wasn't one where we really had to look things up, and I like that. So I'm going to shout out that
Yeah.
as probably my top gaming memory.
Yeah, it was definitely a good like mix of difficult and just enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm down for that. What would you say is an overrated game that everyone loves right now?
That everyone loves.
Or just in general, like one like you're just like this is too hype. Well, I guess it has to be something that people love if it's overrated.
Okay, I'm gonna say Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, are people still
And
playing that?
here's the thing.
Because you know what, I
I don't.
did download it and I was like, I got bored so quick.
Here's the thing. Everyone was extremely hyped when this
Oh,
game
dude, I
first came
remember.
out,
Yeah,
but this game was full of bugs and it was genuinely just an unplayable game when it released.
would you literally like
So it's
unplayable?
kind
Because I
of
know there's
funny.
always kind of bugs, but unplayable is kind of extreme.
No, dude, it was like unplayable.
Unplayable to the max?
Yeah, like it was unplayable. And,
That sucks.
uh,
Um,
and they fixed that stuff though.
they
But like
did.
now just no one plays it because everyone's just like fuck it, like they tried.
I don't like that I can't see my character. I want to see the motherfucker. That's why I like
Yeah,
Baldur's
true.
Gate, because like if I'm gonna get all this cool shit, I want to see my character wearing it. Like, what's the point of having a super customizable character that you never see? Like, I have to look in a fucking mirror. Who's trying to do that? So that I got bored of that super quick. For me, this is gonna sound a little extreme, but Marvel Rivals. I feel it's just like Fortnite with Marvel characters, which is okay, cool, but I rather an actual story.
You
But
mean
this, like
Overwatch
this,
with Fortnite characters?
okay, sure. Aren't there similar things in
Yeah,
Fortnite?
yeah. Sorry, not. Sorry. Not Fortnite. I messed up. I'm saying like Overwatch with Marvel characters. But yes, continue.
All right. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. It's fun, but I'd rather see a story-driven character, like story-driven game with these characters, where you can play as them and do
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
yeah, I want to kill Sentinels and shit. I want to just like, kill other Marvel characters, and
And
especially I nerd out too hard because I'm like, yo, if this person has Scarlet Witch, like this, she just wins. Like, like you're against her, you're done. So I'm like, I don't know. I'd rather just see stuff where you could fight like Apocalypse and shit. Ooh,
yeah,
an
and I
X-Men
also feel like they just
97
did.
game would go hard right now. Oh, could you imagine?
Oh, well, they're doing the Wolverine, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
but X-Men 97 be madness. I'd be down for that. But okay. Yeah, but I think that's my most overrated. What would you say is an underrated game? Like either one that no one talks about or one that, you know, should get more hype than it does.
Dude, I'm gonna have to say World of Warcraft for this again. Like
Okay.
World of Warcraft is dying, and it's like I hate to see a good game like that die, but I also see why it's dying. Like the company needs to fucking chill out and smarten the fuck up because they're
What
pissing
about
me
in
off.
particular? Oh shit, you're incurring the wrath of Q. But what is pissing you off exactly?
Bro, I want to play a video game, not have a fucking 9 to 5 job playing the video game. Like you miss a week and you're fucked. That's what sucks about the game. It's just like if you play this game, you have to treat it like a full-time job and more.
In what capacity?
That's what's pissing
Because
me off.
I don't play it, and I used to play old Warcraft, but what do you mean with this?
Like you log on, you have to do your daily quest, then you have to
Okay,
do your weekly quest,
okay.
then you have to do your gear grind. And if you miss a week of any of that shit, you're just so far behind. It's just like,
Oh, do you find that
yeah.
it's really time consuming to do all that shit though too? Because I have a
Yeah,
Star
it's
Trek game
time.
where you have to do like weeklies and stuff like that. But honestly, if I don't, as long as I don't, like, I have to go in there and put my shield so no one can attack me. But if I miss it, it's not the end of the world. I just miss
No,
out on
see, for World of
rewards.
Warcraft, it's just like you're basically a week behind if you miss those things, and you can't really catch up because of your daily quests, your weekly quests. Like, you know what I mean?
So you're
You just
missing out on
missed a whole
loot,
week
or
of
does
that.
it fuck like how the game actually is played?
You're missing out on loot.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And
See,
also like for dungeons and stuff, like there's a drop percentage on certain armor pieces. And
okay.
like you can only clear them so many times. So if you miss it, you miss it, and then you're just under geared, and then no one invites you to raise. It's literally a job.
It's just a vicious
Fuck these
cycle of
people.
bullshit. Okay,
Yeah,
fuck.
dude. Oh,
Damn.
it's annoying me talking about this.
I can hear, dude. I can hear it. I'm just like, damn. You sure you don't have something carbonated in there? Or you just drinking water? You need something to.
Like,
Damn.
damn.
I feel you on that because that does sound like bullshit. Because I do like a game again, especially as we talked about it earlier, that maybe you're not holding the interest as much as you should, but also too, people got shit to do. Like, shout out to the gamers, and I don't even judge people. If you could somehow sustain living and eating and whatever just by playing video games, kudos to you. I'm not one of those people, so it's like I have to do what I need to do to survive. So I can see why that would be annoying if you're a person who has to, work and deal with people and other humans in your life. For me, mine was The Wolves Among Us. So this was do you remember when we did the talk about comic books and we talked about fables?
Yeah.
This is the video game to it. So it was actually a really cool game, kind of based on that graphic novel. Very similar storyline, cool voice cast. A lot of people really didn't know it came out. A part two of it is coming out. So Wolf Among Us 2 is coming out in 2027. So I'm super excited to actually play that, especially with hopefully better graphics. I use the air quotes, but you know, I think the original came out in 2014 or something like that. So a 2027 version, I assume, is going to look a lot better, but still maintain true to the characters and what they looked like in the traditional art. So I would say that was my most underrated game because not a lot of people knew that was a game, and it was really good.
That's kind of sick that the new one's coming out. That's definitely something I'd play.
Yeah, and just, I guess, for those who don't know what Fable's even about, is that it's just a base storyline about fairy tale characters. So characters who you know from nursery rhymes and stuff that used to be told to you. So like Big Bad Wolf, Snow White, Little Red Riding Hood, Goldilocks, but in kind of a weird situation where they're forced out of their fairy tale world into the human world and have to survive. And it sounds very lighthearted because we're talking about fairy tale characters, but it was a rated R comic because there was a lot of cursing, a lot of murder. A lot of people getting fucked up. And so like Big B is the big bad wolf and he's the sheriff of Fabletown. So they kind of have to adapt to living in the human world. The thing I love about that, and again, just a context of the characters, is that Prince Charming is Prince Charming from all the stories, like Snow White, Cinderella, he's the same guy. And he left the fairy tale world with no money. So all he does is just like seduces chicks and sleeps on their couches to survive and like scams them out of money because he's super charming. That's his like power. And I think that, listen, it's fucked up. I'm not saying that's like good, but the fact that that's how he survives, essentially being like a fairy tale gigolo, is mad funny. But super awesome game, and I think more people should know about it. And I hope. Yeah, I don't think you really need to know or play the first one to play the second one, or even really know the storyline. I'm sure they'll catch you up, but look out for that in 2027. What's a franchise you would want to revive? Resurrect.
See, dude, I really just want to say World of Warcraft again, but I'm not gonna do that.
You can.
You know what I'm gonna
Fuck it.
say? No. I'm gonna say Activision. Okay.
What's that?
So they're the company that creates the good Call of Duties.
Okay.
I think Call of Duty is dead right now.
Okay.
They really need to like fix their shit and stop trying to focus on releasing a new game every year and maybe release one good game every 2 to 3 years. And I think that would help them because I really enjoyed the Call of Duty series, but it just got boring real fast. They just kept getting worse and worse.
Okay. I've never really played them too much, so I mean, I played zombies a little bit, but not enough to be like giving a fuck really about how they are today. But I know a lot of people still are about them, even though they apparently suck.
Yeah,
Because didn't you say like just
they
like just
suck.
hammer them out? They don't really take
They
time.
do, yeah. They don't take time at all.
So it's like almost like a assembly line game. Like you're just expecting that's how I kind of felt. Like I guess that kind of leads into mine is I think like the Assassin's Creed, dude. I feel like we haven't got like like a franchise we want to revive. I think yeah, Assassin's Creed.
My story is one of many thousands, and the world will not suffer if it ends too soon.
Upcoming game I'm most excited for. Grand Theft Auto 6, I mean, let's be honest, we had to both pick the same thing, right? Everyone's excited for this fucking game.
Okay, listen, it's not that I'm not excited for it, but dude, Wolverine. How can I not be excited for the Wolverine game? You know,
More than
above.
Grand Theft Auto 6?
Yeah, dude, I
Like,
am.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, though. Listen, you're gonna get bored of Wolverine in 2 weeks.
I won't.
You will.
Not a game.
It's
Not
fine.
not an
We'll
X-Men
see.
game.
We'll
Okay,
see.
listen. All right, bet. Well, like, let's put money on it. Because I'm
No.
telling you, because you know I will. No. But yeah, I think that's the one that I'm most excited for. Like, it just has a lot of cool characters. It's X-Men, but dude, to deny that I'm not excited for Grand Theft Auto is that would be a lie. It's definitely up there. It's just Wolverine calls me a little bit more. And you know, like I'm just gonna do crazy shit and just like shoot people.
Yeah.
I just want the best guns, so I'm excited
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
true.
You know, I'll get all the premium loot too, like all the preview loot. Where it's like, pay $12 now, I get this. I'm like, I want that. Like, dude, they seduce me with that. I love a micro purchase. I'm like, oh fuck it, I can get this gun, and I can just have to pay $12 real. Take them. Like, well, no, $12 is insane, but like something reasonable. I like those ones that release premium packages. So like there's like rewards, and then like you get the premium ones. I like that shit too, where you can unlock those shit.
Yeah.
Like
There's
each
gonna be a
day
lot
is
of
some-
that shit in that game.
Yeah,
So.
fuck it. Well, depending on how much it is, because like ain't nobody trying to go broke playing Grand Theft Auto. But which is a game that you would give a full remake? So not a remaster, just a full remake.
Assassin's Creed.
Listen, I agree with you. I think it deserves it. I just think it's like kind of boring right now.
I think the first few ones were really good, But Assassin's Creed now is just trying to do too many things at once. Just
Yeah.
stick to fucking Assassins. Like, that's it. That's all
Yeah,
you need to do.
I'm with you on that. Me, to be honest with you, I picked Buffy because I would love a modern day Buffy game, but all the actors kind of be dropping lately, so which is super sad. But it'd be sucky to not have the original voice cast. But I just do have those fond memories of that Buffy Chaos Bleeds, and I think like a newer one of those games. I don't know if people would play it. Maybe this is just my make a wish here, but yeah, that's what I would choose. And so, what's a game you would give a full like either TV adaptation, movie to? What game do you think deserves it? Because I want to agree on this one. I think that you and I might actually
I
concur
don't think we're
here.
gonna agree on this one.
Okay.
Because again, for this one, I chose World of Warcraft.
So did I. That's what I'm saying. I think we'd agree.
Oh, really? I didn't think you would have chosen
Dude,
World
I
of
would
Warcraft.
love it because the World of Warcraft movie was like, listen, I'm gonna use again the air quotes. I enjoyed it as strictly because what it was, but it wasn't riveting. But you know, Vox Machina has showed me, and the Mighty Nine, because I guess it's the same creators, but those two Amazon shows have showed me what a Dungeons and Dragons show could be like. And I know World of Warcraft is not exactly like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's the same kind of premise: a bunch of fucking orcs, humans, and other mythical races fighting and living together. I think that could be a crazy good TV show. I'd love that.
Yeah, and they had a movie or TV show, whatever came out. I just heard it wasn't good, so I didn't even give it a shot.
It was a movie, and it
Um,
wasn't the greatest, dude. Like it wasn't terrible, but again, I'm coming from a person who just likes the whole genre. You're a person who knows about World of Warcraft, so I think you would
Yeah.
probably end up hating it more because
And there's so much story to tell in that game that I think a
And I don't know
TV series would
any
be
of it.
great.
I don't know any of the
Yeah.
story. I don't know any of the lore. I don't know any of that. So that's what I'm saying. I would love to see that fleshed out more, especially in a more adult kind of context. A lot of gore, a lot of cussing. You know what I mean? Like it can't be soft. It has to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
I
to see
agree.
some because you're talking about fucking orcs and shit, bro. Like I need to see some skulls get split. So that was my pick for that because I think it'd be super fucking dope. What's the sequel that never happened, or what's one you're kind of like waiting for? Like what's the sequel that of a game that should happen?
So I chose Portal 3 for this.
Okay.
So there's
So
a Portal
4?
1.
Okay.
No,
it's Portal.
there's a Portal 1 and 2,
Okay.
but there's no 3.
Okay.
And we keep getting this thing of soon, 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 soon. It's been 10 years. Like, where
Oh,
the fuck is this game at, bro?
yeah. Like George R.
You
R.
know what I
Martin
mean?
asking about the Game of Thrones book. Like, damn.
Yeah,
He's
literally.
Okay. I think I remember Portal. I just don't remember what it's about.
So it's a co-op game, kind of think of like Split Fiction, where we play together,
Okay.
but we have a gun that creates portals from one side to the other side, and that's kind of how we move around. So I
Okay.
create portals for you, create portals for me, and that's how we go.
And I can't walk through my own portals.
Pretty sure you can.
Oh. So is it like
Yeah.
one person could play it, or no, it has to be a player?
I'm pretty sure you can play it as a single player from what I remember, but
But it
it's
sucks.
way better multiplayer. Yeah.
Good. I guess that's kind of leads me to mine because mine is Zoe and me, friends with each other. I think Split Fiction. I think there should definitely listen.
Yeah.
They definitely slapped a bow on Split Fiction. Like you saw the ending, it was cute. We enjoyed it, but I would definitely play Split Fiction too because that game give you a little sprinkle of everything. And I don't know how these girls would get into that situation again.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care, dude. Listen, I don't care. I'm down to play it again because we were constantly impressed for a game we really didn't have much. We just read that it was good and kind of took a dive into it. So even the side quests were fun, even if they were stupid. Like, remember we just turned into hot dogs and shit? Like,
Yeah, and it's just like, listen, I think they should create something. I think they're gonna create something. It'd be dumb for them not to.
yeah,
I just
why
think
not?
it'd be a whole different premise with whole different characters, just called Split Fiction too. And I'm here for that.
And you know what? I would pause for a second to think, but I would still fucking play it, and I would get used to the new ones. Like maybe it's two dudes, or like I don't know. who knows? Like maybe it's a couple. Like who knows how they'll slice that up? But I'm down. I'm
Yeah.
down for a new
Yeah,
connection.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would pick. Um, yeah. Any other things that you want to talk about when it comes to games? Is there any other games out there that you feel worth a mentioning? Either new, old, that people should know.
Here are my things for gaming right now.
All
I
right.
can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yep.
Please fix World of Warcraft. That's it.
Do you think they're gonna do that though?
No, bro, because they're fucking dickheads.
I want to do
Oh,
Baldur's Gate.
fat, smelly nerds. Yeah, I kind of want that too, to be honest.
Yeah, give me a new Baldur's Gate, but I hope
gotta
you're
finish
fat
the one we're
silly
playing
this, but
now.
yeah, that's not on me, dog.
Yeah,
You
true,
know
true,
where I'm
true.
at. 2 turntables and a microphone. But
Yeah,
no. So whenever you're ready, I'm ready. But we're not recreating these games because you hate me because I like to mod. And that's what I love about that game. You bear mods.
No, fuck you, fuck your mods.
No, they're great. I love one-shotting people. So I hope they do something with that. That's my only, like, I guess, final take with games. There are certain ones. There's a new one coming out where you can be a vampire by night and a human by day. I forget the title of it. I'll put it in the description if I do remember it or if I Google it later. But I am excited for that game. But other than that, I'm kind of with you. Wolverine looks great. Grand Theft Auto looks great. But I would love Baldur's Gate 4. Give me
Yeah.
something like that. And I would like them to update World of Warcraft too, because again, I really want to jump into it, but you're making it sound soups lame right now. Like it's really not
No,
worth
do
my
it, do
time.
it, do it, do it. It is.
Well, are you gonna play it again or no? Because I'm not gonna play
Yeah,
it by
yeah,
myself.
yeah.
All right,
I
if you
am, I
play, okay, like listen, if you could commit to a little bit of World of Warcraft time, like every little bit, I'm down to do it. But what are the things you can do in that together?
Everything.
Like roll around and just kill them?
Literally everything. Gears, hunting, mount hunting, grades, dungeons, leveling, everything.
All right, fuck it then. I'll jump into it because I saw some. I
Yes.
kind of looked at some of the races and I did download it for a little bit, but this is why I guess I need a PC because I did it on a laptop and it fucking was awful. What an awful experience that was. But I did get a chance
Yeah,
to kind of play with
that's on you.
yeah, dude. It wasn't even like a good laptop to be fair. So I really should get like a proper setup if I want to play these games. But can I get a joystick thing? I could get a controller for that though, right? Because I'm not trying to type. while
Yeah, but
playing.
not World of Warcraft.
No.
Fucking kidding me? Not World of Warcraft. No, bro.
So I gotta hit
You have a
buttons like a
bazillion buttons you gotta
fucking
press.
stenographer, bro, like some fucking secretary. Here's your coffee, nice and
Yeah.
warm. No, that sucks.
And you'll
I
be
don't play
fine.
that. That's
You'll
like
be
a
fine.
fucking show with subtitles. I'm not trying to. I didn't come here to read. I didn't come
No,
here
you're
to
gonna
type.
play it. No, I don't care. You're playing it.
And isn't it like a monthly subscription too?
Yes, but it's worth
No.
every dollar.
Oh, see now, I have to pay a monthly subscription to type. That's crazy. No, dude. Fuck that game. I'm
You'll
with
be
you
fine.
now.
You'll be
Oh,
fine. You'll be
fine.
fine.
You pay for the first month and I'll do it.
Good deal. Sold.
I thought you'd resist more. I forget that you're generous. I forget that you're actually like a really good friend. Because you're like, oh, bet. I was like, damn. I forgot he's not cheap. All right. Well, I mean, I'm not taking it back. You're still doing it, but I will play that fucking stupid game. But then I have to fucking
Good.
buy a big ass PC. But that should be some
Good.
fun shit to do together as well. What are you playing this week? What are you doing this week?
Ooh, so here we go, okay? I did one of my favorite impulse things, and that's
Buy
buying
something
stuff.
online? Yep. Okay.
I told you I wanted to get into reading. I bought a Kindle.
Into reading.
Yeah.
I thought you said rating for a second. Maybe we were just talking about games too much. I thought you said, I want to get into rating. Oh, okay. So you bought a Kindle.
Yep.
Cute.
Yeah. Don't know what books I'm gonna read yet. I gotta do that research after.
Okay.
But I got the Kindle though.
Why don't you start reading the Game of Thrones books?
I
I
was
know you
thinking
have
about that.
them. I know you have the
I was
actual
thinking about that.
displays. But because first of all, that's one thing I can actually talk to you about. Because like I'm not joining your book club. Like unless it's graphic novels that we can read together. Like if you want to read some cool ass comics, come knock on my door. But yeah, I'm not joining your book club. So if you do Game of Thrones though, I at least know those books because they are different. As I said, it is different from the show. So who
No,
knows
you're
if you'd
gonna
like it
join my
more.
book club. Number one, yes, you are. Number two, I don't want to read those books and be left on a cliffhanger because this fucking old prick's not making any more. Okay.
The bad and old prick. What a highly accurate description, because he has enough time to criticize the TV shows and not enough time to write. I'm like, brother, you need to sweep outside your front door before you sweep outside someone else's.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm just saying, like, yeah, I guess it's all your shit. And to be fair, like, if I were a creator and my shit was coming to life, I would definitely want to be like, no, it's supposed to look like this. Like, I would probably be the same way. But I'm like, you have a whole, like, you're spending people's money, dog. They definitely gave you an advance, and you owe. And then there was a thing where he said, like, if he dies before the book's ending, they maybe won't even just have an ending. I'm like, brother, that's mad selfish.
That's so dumb. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how many people are waiting for this shit, and you again probably spend the people money, but fair enough, dude. But yeah, I guess depending on what the book you want to read is and how many times to say the word fuck.
Yeah, you'll join the book club regardless. I know you will.
maybe, but yeah, I'm happy that you bought a Kindle. I thought it was something more like, you know, game related. I thought you were going to tell me you got some like new computer part or something super techy.
Nope.
But
Nope.
Nope.
Just one of my impulse buys.
Yep. Well, enjoy that for about a week or so.
What are you doing this week?
Nothing as nerdy as I'd like to do, to be honest with you. This week's a very busy week with other stuff that are taking me away from geek shit. But I will stay up to date with my shows. I won't go into it because I keep preaching in your ear off this. So, Vampire Lestat, dude, this last episode, I actually
told you I'm going to watch it.
I know you will, because we have to talk about it, but I won't go into it because I'm not going to spoil anything. But all I have to say is it's in the background right now as I'm recording this. And that final, well, it's not the final, but I guess penultimate episode, the second to last, was insane. And something happened that I think you, based on your feedback from season 1 and 2, would really like to see. And I'm dying to talk about it with you. But
I'm down then.
Oh, dude, trust me, I'm dying to talk about it with you. I almost want to tell you what happened just so we can still talk about it, but you have to see it because it was crazy. You're like, holy shit. It was nuts. And I'm not even talking about how it ended. The ending was a holy shit, but there's a part in there that I know you're gonna like a little bit more than even I think the startling ending.
Here's some truth. For you sad boy. You weren't even my favorite. Liked him better.
But yeah, so keeping up to that date with that, House of the Dragon, of course, X-Men 97. But most of this week is devoting to doing real people shit. I wish I could lie. I wish I could just be like, I'm gonna do this, or like I'm going to the like, or you know what?
I'm going to the fair.
I'm going to the fucking fair. You know, cha-cha. No, but I eventually I long for those days where it's like we actually be like, what are you doing? And it's like, well, we have this convention to do. We have this. Well, we will have a convention end of this month to do. So shout out to that. That should be fun.
For that.
Yeah, get a little fun, cheeky videos and some content there. But yeah, no, I'm having a very human week this week. So that's me. I know, dude. I know. Well, that's gonna be GG on this episode. Yeah, let us know if there's any side quests, loot we left on the table. Again, anything you want to send to PvP mail, it is geekourinterest@gmail.com. So any questions, hot takes, wicked geek debates, anything else from UQ? The socials.
Website.
I know, yes, I know. geekmyinterest.com is the website. Please check it out. Again, we are pumping out some articles, stuff that we don't always have the time to talk about on here as we go on our side quests. The social is geekmyinterest.com on Instagram and on TikTok. We're putting up some stuff in there. We will start shooting some video content too, so look for that along the road. Twitter. Oh yes.
Come on.
Twitter, Geek by Interest on Twitter too. I'm thinking I'm missing something too because we're on like everything. Just Geek by Interest is us.
YouTube, Spotify, everything, every social media platform. Geek My Interest.
Yeah, shout out to us doing that.
I can make us a LinkedIn.
Yeah, we really need to like have that going too. I think that's, you know what? Now that you said it, let's set that up. So, we'll get on everything for business purposes. You know,
Of course.
any business inquiries, we're always
No
open.
fuckery.
Yeah,
Just
no,
business on LinkedIn.
yeah, you know, but even if you got something going, let's talk geekourinterest@gmail.com. Yeah, so until next time, keep your health bar full, inventory organized, and may all your loot be legendary. Peace, y'all. Bye,
Bye.
fuckers.
Video game lover, we should with each other. Don't act like we don't feel the same.
Well, isn't that shit like always blurred out?
I guess, but it's like weird shit, dude. I remember I told you we found those pornos in the
Oh
park
yeah,
that one
the
time.
convenience store. Oh yeah, yeah.
It was totally in a duffel bag in the park. So, anyways, one of the pornos was an Asian porn, and I don't think it was blurred, but it was so weird because all I remember from it is this guy started fucking his wife whilst like they were at, I guess, breakfast, and he just kept shoving hot dogs in her mouth. And I was like, as he's fucking her from behind, and all I can think about was like, dude, if she barfs though, that potty finish.
Zug Zug!